Dr. David Powers here. I have been searching for the perfect camping, hiking, adventuring, coffee carrying device forever. And I've tried out quite a few. You can see some of the ones here on the ground that I've been trying out. I've finally got a review ready, but it's not going to be good. So, I've been carrying a Nalgene bottle for decades. Matter of fact, some of the Nalgene bottles I have are actually decades old. Probably not the BPA-free versions. I should probably get rid of them and buy new ones. But the thing is, I've had them forever, and between rock climbing, mountaineering, traveling in other countries, biking, having these things fall off the top of my car and everything, I have never, ever broken or shattered a Nalgene bottle, not even the lids. And actually nowadays I carry a human gear lid on top of my Nalgene, and so if you use Nalgene bottles, you know how great they are, so don't need to talk about those anymore. But I need to carry coffee, and so I figured, is there something better to carry coffee? And so I tried the Tervis. Now the Tervis is great. I got a bunch of kids, and these things are relatively unbreakable. We've never broken one yet. They're dishwasher safe. They're microwave safe. The only thing is, they're not leak proof. I mean, you can even get some with handles on them so that you can slip a D-ring on it, tie it to your pack, your rock climbing harness, whatever, but they're not leak proof. Even if you close this lid, there's a tiny hole right there at the end, and also it'll leak through the front too. So these are not leak proof. I've not found a leak proof lid for the Tervis. Otherwise it would be absolutely perfect. So I thought I would try the GSI Outdoors Fair Share mug. Now I picked this one up at REI. I thought it looked perfect. It's big enough to carry a small cup of coffee for me, 28 fluid ounces, small cup of coffee. And so, I took it to church one day, put some coffee in, decided to shake it a little bit because I wanted to see if it was leak proof. And guess what? Hot coffee all over my hands. Even though this sucker boasts a screw-on lid, there's no ring or anything in there to keep it from leaking. But I figured screw-on lid, it's big enough to carry soup. I figured it would work. No, it did not. It does boast a D-ring capable handle, but this sucker leaks when you put hot liquids in. No good. So, my wife bought me one of these. This is an RTIC. It's kind of like the Yeti mugs, except half the price because you have to take out a mortgage just to buy a Yeti coffee mug. So my wife picked up one of these RTICs for me, and it boasted not leak proof, but I forget what it said, leak resistant, something like that. But I tried it out anyway, and guess what? It leaked a lot. Same thing as the Tervis. It's got a small hole at the top, and also it actually has the O-ring, but it still leaks. You put hot liquids in, it leaks. No good. Because you see what's going to happen if you carry these guys on your backpack? You put some soup in there, you put some coffee in there, next thing you know, after going up and down, after falling, which I do occasionally, you're going to have hot soup or coffee all over your backpack, and you won't even know. But if it's soup, you'll know soon because the bears will start trailing you. You don't want that to happen. So, this one came, and I thought this was the solution to all my needs. This came in a Cairn membership box. I love Cairn, so this review has nothing against them. Rather, this review is about Stanley. Now, this is the first one that actually boasted itself to be leak-proof. And so I took it to church today. I try them out in tame environments first because, frankly, I don't want coffee all over my backpack. Took it to church, filled it with coffee, and guess what? It leaked right out the top. Right out of the top of the leak-proof lid. Can you believe that? Stanley, you really let me down. And so basically, what I've got to say after doing this review of all these devices, these supposed coffee-carrying devices, is that you guys all suck, except for you. You're my friend. My trusty, old faithful Nalgene bottle. Now, if you put hot coffee in this or hot soup, it will get warm. There's things you can do about that. You can buy little Nalgene cozies and all kinds of things like that. As a matter of fact, I have a really nice insulated holder for my Nalgene bottles when I go mountain climbing, to keep my water from freezing when I'm up high. And so there are things you can do to make a Nalgene bottle absolutely perfect for coffee. You can clip it on anything with your D-ring. I've never had it leak, never had it break. And so out of reviewing all these nice and price-inflated devices, they work great for some things, but for what I needed, go Nalgene. This is Dr. Dave. Thanks.